Thank you, Bruce. This is really cool to allow me to get up in front of you guys and talk. I've never been in this space before. I've never been a part of any Respond to Racism events, and I haven't been in front of the Lake Oswego Chamber of Commerce. But I'm a 2007 graduate from Lake Ridge High School. I grew up here. I went to River Grove Elementary School. Yeah, River Grove. I've known Bruce since about 7th grade. We had the same basketball coach, and back then he was a little bit more burly, And he used to give Kevin Love some problems in practice, and he gave us some. He had sharp elbows. He had very sharp elbows back then. So I've known Bruce for a long time. He invited me to come speak, and I prepared nothing. But I've always been really good off the seat of my pants. That's how I ran my business. I started in 2011, and it's called Cultural Blends, and that's the logo right there. And it's most known for that graphic with the Washington, Oregon, and California license plates. Bruce, can you actually turn around again? But the biggest thing for Cultural Blends was, well, first off, I have to backtrack. Cultural Blends was based off of my ethnic background. My father's Native American. We're from here, enrolled tribal members at the Confederated Tribes of Grand Ronde. My mother, she's from the island of Guam, and so the name Cultural Blends, it comes from being of mixed ethnic background. And when you look like me, or when you look like Bruce, and you step foot into school, you don't always feel comfortable, and it's most times you don't. So always being between the lines, or always being somewhere in the middle, trying to find your way is sort of the ethos of what Cultural Blends was, and finding the common bonds between different cultures has been a big part of my life, and I've always tried to do that. So can you spin around one more time? So the common bond between these three states, right? The common bond is that we are one thing. We are the West Coast, right? And when people talk about the West Coast, they think about Los Angeles a lot, and they forget that up here in the Northwest, we're a part of it. So just finding the subtle common bonds was something that I try to do through graphic t-shirts, right? Trying to make a lane in this entrepreneurship. So that's how that began. But I do have a love for basketball. In 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, I opened up a basketball-themed shop. It's called Back to the Basket, and it really bridges the gap between old school basketball from when we saw it as kids to what it is now. It's a newer game. It's different, but the love of the game is still there. So that's what I do currently.
Perfect.